Good morning, everybody. You guys are watching BetFlipZ. I am Sean. We are back at it. And, well, we did it. Finally had a good day. We went 3-0, undefeated. It was a sweat, though. It did not seem like it was going to go our way again. And finally, those ninth inning and extra inning blow-ups worked out in our favor. So we won all 3 games, and it was absolutely good day. Finally, a breath of fresh air. I woke up this morning and felt like there was 1,000,000 pounds lifted off me. Even though we're still in a hole, we're still digging our way out, but we are going the right direction. Seattle won. That was a no question winner. Their bullpen has just been a little hiccupy. So they let the Nationals kind of creep back up in there. Then Pittsburgh, Miami, I was looking at that game. I was checking it on my phone, and like the 5th, 6th inning, it was like 1, 2, or 3 runs. I can't remember exactly. And I'm like, oh my gosh, not again. And once finally their bullpen, just both them bullpens imploded, and they gave up a bunch of runs in the 9th. And that might have gone extra innings. And then also the Yankees, that did go extra innings. And I kept looking at that game, and I'm like, what in the world are they doing? They're letting the Reds first get to a big lead, 3-0 to start off in the 1st or 2nd inning, and then they would come back. Then they would let the Reds go back ahead, and then the Yankees would come back. Then the Reds would go back ahead. Finally, they won it in extra innings, and that was a sweat. And I wasn't watching that game either. I probably would have lost a couple weeks off my life of that one. But definitely glad we won and went 3-0 yesterday. Absolutely amazing, and could not be happier about that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep. We have 5 plays today. 4 are regular, normal-ish plays, and then I have 1 team total. It's our first full game team total, I think, that we've done all season. Super excited about that one. That one might be my favorite play of the day. We're going to get right into it. Padres, Rockies. It's an early one at 1 or 2 p.m., so make sure you get it in as quickly as you can. It is Blake Snell going against Kyle Freeland, and that line is sitting at 11.5. And Snell has not been a great pitcher, but he's not been a horrible pitcher. He has not had one game the last 2 months that had 12 runs combined between the Padres and their opponent. And Kyle Freeland, he had one a while back. So of late, he's had a couple that went 11 runs, but never gone to that 12. So it is getting to that time of the year where pitchers are kind of starting to hit their groove, as everywhere's warm. Summer's finally around. We're in the middle of July, so it's hot everywhere, even in Colorado. So there's a potential for runs, but I think these pitchers are going to be warmed up, good to go. And I think it's probably going to be like between a 5 and 8 run game, not a 12 run game. So we're going under 11.5 at -115. Then we're going to go to the Nationals and Atlanta. Anibal Sanchez. I was like, how old is that guy? He's like 1,000 years old. I went and looked at his age. I'm barely younger than he is. So he's having his first start in 2 years. He's a 38-year-old pitcher. And he is not great usually. He has good games here and there, but it's his first game back in a long time. I love the Braves and their total runs over 5.5 in this one. Then we're going to go to the Mets and Cubs. Cubs are once again in another skid. The Mets have Carrasco on the mound. I like the Mets on the money line at -130. And then finally, I guess 1, 2, 3. I just wrote it wrong. So we only have 4 plays. Finally, we have the Astros. They lost to Ohtani and the Angels last night. The Angels looked great, but they generally don't. And I like the Astros to bounce back on this one.
Valdez against Detmers.
That line is at -175. Those are our plays, everybody. If you guys like this information, smash that like button for me. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Bet, flip, cash.